Wisconsin Broadcasters Association Hall of Famer Bob Berry ruled Milwaukee's airwaves in the 60s and 70s. He spoke with countless musicians and celebrities over the years. Bob collected remarkable recordings of these encounters, which he's now sharing with the public. Here's Bob.
He is quoted as saying, "I think everyone should go to college and get a degree and then spend 6 months as a bartender and 6 months as a cab driver. Then they would really be educated." That was Al McGuire, broadcaster and basketball head coach at Marquette University from 1964 to 1977. He won a national championship in his final season at Marquette and was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame in 1992. I asked Al for his thoughts on coaching, his feud with fellow broadcaster Billy Packer, and his insight into Marquette basketball. His final comment was typical McGuire.
The former famous basketball coach, my all-time favorite coach, Al McGuire, is on the air with us right now. Al, it's so nice to have you with us, especially this time in the morning, and we appreciate you getting up to do this for us. Well, Al, you've been out of coaching now for a couple of years. How do you feel? Would you like to get back into it again, or?
No way.
No way, huh?
It was a good run. It was a nice career. I enjoyed it. In the last year or two, a few of the professional clubs came after me, and a couple of the universities throughout the country. But I thanked him. I said, "It's nice flattery." You know, it's like my mother. When my mother could see, she couldn't afford the wristwatch. Now that she can't see, she can afford a wristwatch. Well, when I was looking for work, I couldn't find it. Now I'm not looking for it. I'm doing the world to it.
That's the way it goes, I guess. Of course, now doing the color broadcast for NBC, you must kind of feel like you're in it.
Well, what happened stopped me from going cold turkey when I left the sports. I enjoy the NBC work. It's just on the weekends, but it gets kind of long.
You would miss that spotlight, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think a person, if they have an opportunity, they would prefer to be relatively in the arena of life, no matter what level it be at. And but there's a fear. I work very hard at getting set for a game.
I did a speech last night for a Kiwanis club, and they said, be sure to ask Al about Billy Packer. Are there really some serious problems there?
No. Billy, the only thing that I said to Billy is let's keep it legit, Bill. If let's not go at each other as a con job. If we both have a difference of opinion, then that's fine. That's a beautiful thing. And the things that have really come up is that Billy believes in 3 officials, and I believe in 2, and things like that. That we and he's very, very ACC oriented, which is the Atlantic Coast Conference. I believe this year the best conference in the country was the Big Ten, but I think that thing varies from section of the country to section of the country according to the material and how good your weakest team is, not how good your strongest team is. You know, I think a lot of people might be a little bit upset because I don't talk or even seem to push Marquette at all. But it's kind of a sensitive situation. I personally believe that Hank Raymond and Rick McGuire, my guys, have done an outstanding job. I really think that Hank could get some type of recognition as Coach of the Year because they lost, 3 great guards. I thought they'd be a basket case this year.
Yeah, I guess we all did.
I didn't think there's any possible way they could replace Boylan and Butchley and Rosie. But they came up with probably the best guard in the country. It is Sam the Sham or Sam Worthen. And my brother Dick knew about Sam because my brother Dick is a scout and knows where all the bodies are buried. And Sam is the best guard in the country.
And Al McGuire is on the air with us. And Al, have you been back to any Marquette games since you left coaching?
No. I think that's all she wrote. I stay away. I feel that Hank has got his run. I had mine. Nobody bothered me. And I don't think that someone should be in the wings, kind of casting a shadow on the games. My wife goes, and the only thing that Pat got upset about when I left coaching is that Marquette took a parking space away. We used to park, we go behind the arena, and we park right next to the door in the back.
I know you've given a lot of speeches, too, besides everything else. And
professionally here and there. I do some charity work on it, but I don't do most of the time. I think sometimes it annoys people when I say I'd like to get paid for speaking and so on. But I feel it's like you don't ask Frank Sinatra to sing, and I don't want to feel like I don't know. I'm just going to say something kind of rough. I don't ever want to be like a hooker on the corner where someone calls and say, hey, we tried 15 other people, can you help us out? I don't mind. I personally don't mind helping out anybody I know. But if I don't know you, I wouldn't give you a straw hat and a blizzard.
The Kiwanis Club asked me last night, I said, how much do you think it would take to get Al McGuire to come in and speak to us? I said, at least $1,000. Was I close? Could I be an agent for you, Al?
What I do, most of my things are done either through Memphis Industries or through friends, or a lot of it's done in my own private charities. But I don't like my private charity work to be known to the public.
Al, we're out of time, but you have any words of wisdom you want to leave us with?
Please don't call us early again. I like to...
Bob Berry.
Thank you for listening to Bob Berry's Unearthed Interviews. Be sure to subscribe and rate our podcast on iTunes or wherever you find your podcasts. You can find all the episodes at WisconsinBroadcastingMuseum.org. Check out Bob Berry's book, Rock and Roll Radio Milwaukee. Book sale proceeds support Angels Kids Fund and Donate Life Wisconsin. The preceding program was made possible by a generous contribution from Terry Vaughn.